Good morning! It's August 25th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. Scientists at the Chan Zuckerberg Biohub have introduced ultrack, a new platform that tracks cells in 3D videos of entire embryos with high accuracy. This tool constructs ultrametric contour maps to identify cell boundaries across all video frames, mimicking human perception of objects over time. Ultrack combines cell segmentation and tracking into a single process, reducing errors and manual corrections, particularly in dense tissue images. It does not require retraining for different datasets, making it versatile for various biological systems. The platform has demonstrated near-perfect accuracy in the cell tracking challenge and has been used to develop comprehensive zebrafish developmental atlases, including ZebraHub. Ultrack's ability to analyze all frames simultaneously improves boundary detection and enhances the precision of developmental studies. Future developments include integrating imaging data with cell tracking results through the new Interactive tool, which supports interactive visualization of 3D cell trajectories. Interactive is part of the virtual embryo zoo and allows users to rotate embryos, select cell groups, and explore developmental events in reverse, facilitating more accessible data analysis. The platform's integrated segmentation and tracking reduce manual correction time, especially in dense tissues, and improve overall accuracy. Validation with zebrafish neuromass development showcased ultrack's performance, leading to the creation of the ZebraHub Cell Atlas. The use of ultrametric contour maps and biological constraints helps maintain consistent cell boundaries over time, enabling detailed reconstructions of developmental processes. Musical-anhedonia is a condition where individuals do not derive pleasure from music, despite normal auditory perception. It results from a disconnect between the brain's auditory processing areas and reward centers such as the nucleus accumbens, orbitofrontal cortex, and insula. This neural disconnection prevents dopamine release in response to music, explaining the absence of pleasure. Researchers have identified that about half of the individual differences in musical sensitivity may be influenced by genetics, and factors like brain wiring, injury, or mood disorders can also play a role. Diagnostic tools include questionnaires like the Barcelona Music Reward Questionnaire and physiological responses such as heart rate and sweat, which are typically absent in affected individuals. Interestingly, approximately 25% of people are hyperhedonic, experiencing intense urges to listen to music. Despite this, many with musical anhedonia can enjoy other pleasures like food and social interactions, indicating the condition is stimulus-specific. Current research explores whether this neural disconnection is stable or can be altered through therapy, training, or medication. Scientists are also investigating if similar neural disconnections underlie other stimulus-specific conditions and whether they can be reversed. Initial genetic studies suggest that about 50% of the variation in musical sensitivity is genetically influenced. Overall, musical anhedonia highlights how differences in brain wiring can significantly affect emotional responses to music and possibly other stimuli. A recent study from Tufts University uncovers a surprising behavior in tobacco hornworm caterpillars related to pain management. These caterpillars adopt a sphinx pose, curling their heads downward and remaining motionless when disturbed or in pain. This behavior appears to be an active response, not just a reflex, as it involves deliberate control by the caterpillars. Researchers found that the sphinx state reduces their sensitivity to painful heat stimuli and is triggered by mechanical stimuli. The behavior was confirmed to be actively chosen, since it could not be elicited solely by brain structures responsible for movement and sensation, and was absent when external stimuli were removed. This challenges traditional views of nociception as purely automatic and stereotyped, indicating that even simple organisms can modulate their pain responses. The findings suggest that the sphinx pose is a pain suppression strategy, potentially controlled by a specific brain region. Insights from this research could inform human pain management strategies by revealing mechanisms of pain suppression in simpler nervous systems. Additionally, the study's implications extend to pest control, where targeting such behaviors could reduce the need for broad-spectrum pesticides. The research was published in the journal Biology Letters, highlighting the behavioral flexibility of insects in response to pain stimuli. A recent study highlights a potential shift in how the U.S. sources critical minerals. It shows that increasing recovery rates from mining waste by just 1 to 4% could greatly reduce or even eliminate the country's dependence on imported materials. The analysis published in Science reveals that the U.S. is already mining enough critical minerals for energy, defense, and technology needs, but much of these are discarded as tailings during extraction. These unextracted byproducts could supply nearly all U.S. demand for critical minerals, except for platinum and palladium. Notably, the waste from U.S. mines could produce enough lithium annually to make batteries for approximately 10 million electric vehicles. Recent policies, including the 2022 Inflation Reduction Act and a 2025 presidential decree, aim to bolster domestic sourcing of these materials. The study, led by Elizabeth Hawley of the Colorado School of Mines, used U.S. mineral production and geochemical data to estimate unrecovered quantities. It found that over 70 critical raw materials, such as lithium and manganese, could be recovered from existing waste. Less than 10% of U.S. cobalt mining output could supply the entire electric vehicle battery market. Currently, the U.S. relies heavily on imports from countries like Australia, Chile, China, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, raising national security concerns. The analysis suggests that reprocessing mine tailings could meet nearly all domestic demand for critical minerals, reducing the need for new mining operations and strengthening resource independence. A new discovery in planetary science reveals a unique type of plasma wave in Jupiter's aurora, observed during NASA's Juno spacecraft's low polar orbit over the planet's north pole. Researchers from the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, along with teams from the University of Iowa and the Southwest Research Institute, analyzed data that enabled the first detailed look at Jupiter's northern polar regions, which are not visible to the naked eye and require UV and infrared observations. This analysis provided fresh insights into the planet's auroral phenomena and its magnetic environment. The team published their findings in 2025, highlighting the significance of this advancement. The plasma waves identified are characterized by very low frequency, a result of Jupiter's low-density polar plasma and its strong magnetic field, which differs markedly from Earth's auroras. Unlike Earth's donut-shaped auroras, Jupiter's magnetic field causes particles to flood into the polar cap, creating a different auroral pattern. Scientists involved in the study, including Professors Robert Lysak and Ali Suleiman, as well as Sadie Elliott, plan to continue collecting data as Juno's mission progresses to deepen understanding of these phenomena. The discovery enhances knowledge of planetary magnetospheres and offers broader insights into alien auroras on other planets. Findings published in Physical Review Letters suggest that studying Jupiter's magnetic environment can also inform understanding of Earth's magnetic protection against solar radiation. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.